Good evening, everybody. I am 30 minutes early. My name is Timber. It's 7:35 p.m. on October 10th, 2025. Want to wish a happy birthday to my baby brother who turns 50 or 48. Sorry, 48 today, and a close friend. Happy birthday to both of you. We are going to do something a little different tonight. I know I usually do Endless Online on Friday nights, but I needed a break before I burn out on the game. So if you are watching, I apologize for not doing Endless Online tonight. I do have my game sound off right now so that you can hear me clearly. Some people were saying that some of the games are drowning out my voice a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that you guys could hear me properly. We are going to take our first look at Hypermarket Simulator today. This game is obviously a simulation game. It is developed by Croissant Games and published by Croissant Games. It is available on Steam for $14.99 right now. It came out on August 20th of 2025. Recent reviews are very positive, and all reviews are very positive. I've played a little bit of this. This is a casual simulation or life sim game. It is in early access, so they are doing a lot of updating to it while we are playing. So from time to time, might have to restart it if it starts acting a little wonky. But we are going to get started on this. And we are going to continue or do a load game. I already started a saved game for us to get us started, and we are going to load this in. It should load pretty quickly. Okay, so this is what we are looking at right here, guys. Don't mind the wacky noises. Oh, and I have to turn, might help if I turn my desktop sounds on now for you. There we go. Let me know if the video is too loud or I'm too loud. Always let me know. I don't always know that. Don't mind the crows. They are here for Halloween. The newest update was that they fixed some of the workers and they added some Halloween elements just for Halloween itself, and then they will go away eventually. So, okay, we start off with $260. It is 7 a.m. on day 2, basically, because I already saved it. We need to click and read the envelope, or read the letter on the door. It says, "Hi there, congratulations on stepping into the world of hypermarkets. With shelves to stock and customers to satisfy, you're on the path to building a retail empire. The little tip for success: manage your inventory smartly. Set competitive prices and keep those aisles running smoothly. The right strategy can turn your store into the go-to shopping destination in town. Wishing you all the best. May your hypermarket thrive and your profits soar." All right, so let's hit OK. Come on. All right, select your voice. We are a female.
Hello, I'm the manager. This is my voice.
Boss.
Chief. Let's do chief.
Chief.
Alright. So, the objectives, they start us off with some objectives that we're going to follow through with because this is the tutorial and I want you guys to see what we're doing. I do have the music turned down because I don't want any copyright strikes. I apologize that, and I will not be playing Soundstripe or Upbeat tonight because I want you guys to feel the full effect. Hoping that you can hear it a little bit. I might turn, let me see here. Settings up, audio, sound effects, maybe the ambiance a little bit. There we go. Resume. Okay, we're going to go in here, and it says, use the computer to order products to sell. It starts off very slowly, guys, but really quickly gets out of hand. I am going to warn you on that one. So here's our computer, and we're going to want to order. Let's go with, since this is going to make us the most money, I'm going to purchase 3 of those, because we're going to stick with this, okay? Escape. Now it says pick up the packages outside. Okay, and place them on the shelf. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, throw the empty box in the bin outside of the store. Okay, you can hit F to throw, or you can hit the center mouse wheel and aim, and it'll go right in the trash can. Alright, so now... Yeah, I know we have to adjust prices. We will adjust prices here in one moment. There we go. Welcome in to those who are just coming in. This is a brand new game as of August 20th, and I just got my hands on it today. Or yesterday, sorry. I apologize. We're going to start off with just the cereal. Now it tells us to adjust the prices for the product. I was given a tip that 9 to 10% is perfect. So we want to click on here. And I am going to use a thing online, if it'll work and it doesn't slow us down. I'm going to go to Google and use something that I was using earlier. Okay. And I think we're going to do 10%. Is what I think we're going to do. Okay, we want to do... There it is. Alright, so we're going to do this. Let me pull this up. And what does it say here? It says $7.49 is our original market price. So we're going to do $7.49. I'm lazy, guys. I'm not doing it. Okay, and we're going to calculate it at 10%. So our new price is $8.24. So $8.24. And there's our price. Okay. Lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. Want to be able to see my game. Okay, open your store, which is right here. Now it's gonna get a little wonky and hairy at first. Go to the cash register. Okay, we went to the cash register and click on the cash register. Scan your first customer's products. Well, they have to come in first, sir. We cannot scan a product if we don't have a customer standing at our register. So we're just going to watch these funky guys come in. So, there's a lot of improvement that's needed in this game, but I'm really loving the game so far. Hello, sir. Like that. Okay, so he needs $33. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 50, and we hit our space bar. There we go. Okay, oh, there is a box back there, okay. Yeah, they need to fix the arm thing. 20, 45, oh, wait. No. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 75, and 80. There we go. We want to get some money in the bank so we can get our next product on the shelf. 5, 6, 7, 8, 75, and 80. There we go. I will tell you this is much better than Supermarket Simulator, in my opinion anyway. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Supermarket Simulator. There we go, sir. $8. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 80 cents. Have a nice day, sir. Hello, ma'am. I try to get them before they hand it to me. Give me 1 second, sir. Have to take a drink. anyway, here we go. Okay, so I try to get them before, but 6, 7, 8, and 80. Okay, ma'am.
Busy day today?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Escape out of this. I'm gonna order something else. Order another product. Let's do the chips. And get them up there. I'm actually gonna put one up there. Oh, please don't take them just yet. $4.99. Okay. Husband has a cough. $5.49 for a bag of chips. So 5, and then I'm going to go down 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 49. Okay. Your customers will... Sorry, my computer is adjusting. Your customers will wait at the register for a while. So no big deal. Now, once you put your prices in, they will always stay that way unless you change them. So, and put our chips in there. Is that empty? No, we have chips there. Okay. Alrighty, let's get them here.
Attention
No change.
shoppers, the hypermarket will be closing soon. Please proceed to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
Lovely weather, isn't it?
I guess so, sir. If you call 50 degree or 32 degrees this morning, nice weather. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 55. There you go, sir. So we just leveled up to level 2. We have to serve 20 customers before we can go any further. Ma'am. 1, 2, 50, and 5. Have a nice day. She should be our last customer. Should be anyway. Alright, she is. There we go. Okay, now we're just gonna take... There we go. Okay, now it says serve all customers at the bottom here. It says serve all customers. Whoops. Serve all customers, restock, and prepare for tomorrow. Then close the shop to finish the day. Okay, so... I'm gonna make sure everything is restocked. We're gonna get 2 of those, because I think 2 will fill the shelves up. And if I move too fast, guys, let me know. I can always change the running motion down. Slow it down a little bit. Okay. Very similar to Supermarket Simulator. And Supermarket Together. Same obvious way of doing things. Let me see here. Let's hit our settings once and see what we can do here. Audio. I'm gonna bring that ambience up. I don't like that ambience. Ambience is a little loud. Okay, close. Game mode. No, we don't want... Okay, audio controls. Okay. Invert walking speed. Okay, let's... The walking speed about halfway. That way you guys don't... Okay. A little bit slower. I'm gonna get 1 more of those. That might be a little too slow, guys, but we'll see. We're gonna stock our shelves up. The more we have on the shelves, the more people we can... Let's go back into settings and fix that. Controls. Game. It's controls, you dada. Okay, close. Let me see if that's a little bit better. A little bit. Not so dizzying. Okay. Alright, that's it. Now we hit close. We had 12 customers. We earned 400, our revenue was 435.18. We spent 600. We're in a minus right now as far as profit goes, but that will change. That's always with every game. Okay, so now we're gonna rinse and repeat. And all I'm gonna do is open up. And we're gonna run this. So like I said, very slow go in the beginning. Once you start getting new licenses, man, it goes fast. And you start getting a heck of a lot of people in. So humble beginnings. Pretty much. Like I said, there are a few things that they need to fix. 25, 26, 27. Thank you. Holy chips! You must be in the mood for some chips, lady. 10, 11, 12, and 55. There you go. Thank you.
How's your day going?
Oh, no change needed. There you go. Alright. No change needed. There you go. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry about that. I didn't see you there. $4.80. $4.51. Thank you. Have a good day.
Today.
Oh my gosh, she gave me a big bill. 41, 75, and 76. There you go, ma'am. One, two, three. There you go. 19 and 20 customers. That's gonna give us something else here. Well, thank you. He said we have a nice store.
How's your day going?
Okay. Oh, my day's going just fine, sir. Wait a minute. Oops. It said chips went back on the floor. Apparently they went back on the ground. They better have gone back onto this thing. Okay. $4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, and 30.
Store level upgraded.
There we
Thank
just
you for shopping
updated.
with us.
Oh my gosh. 41, 2, 3, 4, and 51. Have a nice day, sir.
Staff is friendly here.
I'm the only staff member, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. And 55. There we go. Check our supply after this one. Yo. 15, 16, 17, 05. There you go. Alright, let's go check our supply. Probably gonna need some chips. Yep. There we go. Get some chips here. They will wait. They will wait. They will be patient for us. This thing gets huge, guys, just so you know. Oh, going on? I don't have it. Okay. Alright, she's waiting for line because the line got big. Okay. Sorry, ma'am. To make you wait. $50.01. Have a nice day. 28 cents, 25, 26, 27, 28. Have a nice day, ma'am. 14, 14, and 30. Go.
Hello.
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 25 and 30. There you go. But we're not doing too bad. We have 348.85.
Busy day today?
Not really yet, sir, but it will get busier. Trust me. 20, 41, 75, and 76. There you go, sir. Do. Goodness. 22. 54. Go, sir.
Your face is always nice.
The voice does not match the face. Okay. You'll find that with a lot of the customers, their voices don't match the faces. It'll sound like... it'll sound like an old man, but it's a young dude. I do not want to buy a license yet. And I'll tell you why. You want a good chunk of change before you buy that license. And 51.
Store level upgraded. Thank you for shopping with us.
29 cents, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. Can we do over 500 today? Okay, let's go buy 2 more boxes of cereal. And that beep beep noise is the fact that they are at the cash register waiting. That lets us know somebody's at the register. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'll be with you in a minute. Don't want to overdo it as far as buying box after box here. But we do want to make some cash, obviously. Or... Thank you.
I like the music in here.
I can't hear the music, ma'am. Sorry. 25, 26, 28, 29. I can't hear the music. Whoa! That was one heck of a stack. Okay, $3. And what is it, 53 cents? There we go. $4.30. 25 and 30. There you go, ma'am. Have a nice day. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 52. There you go, ma'am. Some of the customers are overdressed and some are underdressed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. There you go, sir. Have a nice day. We're getting low on chips. That's alright, though.
I enjoy coming here.
Well, I'm glad you do. They need to fix that arm extension. Or make this register a little bit higher. That might be a little thing, too. Other than that, that's pretty good. There you go, sir. One, 2, 3, 75, and 80. There you go. Okay, we need to buy some more chips.
Store looks really good today.
Thank you. You're gonna hold on for one moment though, ma'am, because I have to restock the chips. Woo. Sorry, folks. It's very hard to maintain without stock people. He's waiting for the line to go down. Maybe we'll make a little bit faster running, I don't know. Five, 6, 7, 05. Have a nice day.
How's your day going?
Pretty decent. Thank you. 50. Ooh.
Store level
Okay.
upgraded.
That's why it's right in my
Thank you for
face.
shopping with us. The hypermarket will be closing soon. Please proceed to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
26, 27, 28. She should be our last customer. Nope, maybe not. We got one more coming. Two more coming. Holy for Pete. Wait, we're closed. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, no. Now it's 10 o'clock. So those last two are probably my last two customers. Because that guy's not going to get through the door. No, he did get through the door. Holy for Pete. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 05. There you go. Oh. I think I shorted him. Did I short him, guys? I think I did. There you go.
Hi there.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 80. There you go. That's alright. We will take them because we need the money. Thank you for the exact change, sir. I appreciate that. Nice. 5, 6, 7, 0, 5. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. We are closed. Everybody out. Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 more boxes of that. And then I think we're gonna add the sugar. Okay, let's add the sugar. And 2 more boxes of cereal. Just so we can fill things up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. See, as you can see, you can take things off of the shelf. If I could get in front of it properly. Alright, well, we'll fix that here in a minute. Oops, oops, oops. Well, we might need a 3rd box of that. Alright, we're gonna do our sugar is next. These take a lot. And if you get close enough to the trash can, it'll just suck it right in. The box. See, watch. I won't push a button, I'll just walk through it. It'll suck it right in. There we go. Put them in there. Now I have to reprice those. And then we'll get another thing of probably cereal. Okay, so that's an extra box. So we're gonna set that right here and drop it right there. And let's get an extra box of cereal. Okay. 1 more box should do it, maybe 2. I just don't like overdoing it. We'll have some left over. Oh, no we won't. That was perfect. And I think we'll get another... Should we get another box of potato chips? Yeah, we'll get another one. We'll get another one. Undecisive, I'm telling you. There we go. Alright, that'll do it for now. Hey! Throw it in the trash can, Joey. Okay, now this is $2.45. So let's think here. $2.45 at 10% is $2.70. So 50, 60, 5, 7. There we go. $2.70 is set for the price. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's that. Now we can close our store and start the next day. No, I didn't short anybody. I thought I did short somebody, but I didn't. Okay. Now we are out of the minus as far as profit goes, so that's a good thing. Always on the first day, you usually are. Day or two, you're always in these games are always under profit. So, but we did come back with a profit of 363.38, so that's pretty good. And our total balance is 395.44, so we did pretty good. All right, go to the next day here, and we are just gonna open. Okay. Let's go to the tab and look at the agreements. Okay, Urban Edge. We don't have everything open yet on the one that we're working on right now, so I'm going to wait for that for a little bit till we get the rest of the products on the shelves for this first license, and then we'll open the Urban Edge. And that is t-shirts. And man, oh day, are they hard to keep on the rack. I will tell you that much. I've had lots of issues keeping that stuff on racks. So, okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up. We're going to serve these folks. We have 3 products as of right now, which are going to make us a bigger profit. The shirts will make insane amounts of money for us, even though they're hard. I usually set everything at 10%, but I might go 10.5% on the shirts to see how well they sell or if they complain about the prices. Hello,
It's been
sir.
a busy one.
That definitely needs to be fixed. There you go, sir. I cannot wait to get the automates. 25, 35, 36, 37, 38. I hate run and register. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 1, 62. There you go, ma'am. I don't know if we're not sitting, we're standing, so it's kind of weird. Okay, no change.
Hi there.
Hello. $30. 20, 30, 75, 85, 91, 92. Some of them will talk to you, some of them won't. 20, 35, 36, 25, 6, 27. There you go, sir. The arm needs to be extended lower. 25, 26, 27, 28. 1, 2, 3. There you go,
Store
sir.
level upgraded.
I enjoy coming here.
Thank you for shopping with us.
$1 and 25, 35. Oh, wait, 30. 35, 36. Oh my goodness. Almost overcounted that one. I caught it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go, sir. I did not catch her hand in enough time. 20, 35, 36, 25, 26, 27.
How's your day going?
Going perfectly fine, thank you, sir. 1, 75, 76. There you go, sir. They are buying the sugar, so 5, 6, 7, 05. Thank you. That's a good thing. That means we didn't overprice it. 1, 75, 76. There you go, sir. $0.92. There you go. Sometimes I have to count my change out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Especially when you get to moving faster. I always count my change out. What is it? 538. There you go, sir. Oh, that was floating in midair. 1, 2, 3, 51, 52. There we go. So, like, the extension of the arm is really irritating to me. I think
I
that's...
like the music in here.
I don't know, ma'am. Thank you for the compliment, but I can't hear the music because I have it turned off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 30... No. 31, 32, 33, 34. Thank you. Oh, no you don't. You almost walked out with that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 75, 80... Oh. 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we need to buy...
Going?
Just fine, sir. Give me one moment. Let's put some sugar on this countertop. Because we're getting low. I think we're going to order one more box of sugar. Go back up here. Box of sugar, because that is really super low. Okay. One moment, sir. So, these guys are waiting to be checked out as well. Okay, that was perfect. Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's get them out of here really fast. If I can. 10, 11, 12, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Staff is friendly here.
I'm the only staff member, so I don't know what you're talking about. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6. $10, $11, $75, $76. There you go, sir. If I go too fast and you guys have questions, do not hesitate to ask.
Store level upgraded.
I like the music in
Thank
here.
you for shopping with us.
You like the music, but I don't know. I don't hear it, sir. Give me 1 second, y'all. I did not move. My Life 360 going off telling me I moved, and they noticed. I didn't move. I've been here for the last 2 days. Wow. 50 and 1. There you go. $5 and 25, 35, 41, 2. There you go, sir.
Store looks really good today.
Can you tell I've done this before? Oops. Didn't take that click.
The staff is friendly here.
I'm the only staff. I'm the only staff member. Okay, 25, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, timber. There it goes. Was it the only thing you had left? Okay. Oh, you don't need no change? Okay, cool. That works. Oh my gosh. 20, 30. I should have just took 2 dimes. Joy. Excuse me, sir. He's a little weird, wonky looking. His neck and his face are a little weird. Some of them are off kilter. There you go. 1, 2, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, sir. And you're gonna be the last one until I order some more freaking cereal and chips. Okay, we're gonna order 2 more boxes of cereal. 2 more boxes of chips. I think we should be okay. No, let's order 2 more boxes of that as well. There we go. Okay, we're almost closed, but that's alright. These people are gonna get mad. Thank God they don't get mad. I would get mad if I was standing in line that long.
Attention shoppers, the hypermarket will be closing soon.
Yep, we know.
Please
we know.
proceed to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
Okay, let's get these guys out of here. And we'll put the rest of the stuff back on then. Yo! Thank you. She stood there too long, so she gave me exact change. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 75, 85, 87, 88. Thank you.
Lovely weather, isn't it?
Yep. Lovely weather. Thank you for the exact change. Check. And exact change from you too. Thank you. Didn't look like exact change, but okay. 25, 25, 26, 27, 28. Thank you. We'll stock the rest of it as they leave. 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 1, 2.
Store
Thank you.
level upgraded.
I enjoy coming
Thank
here.
you for shopping with us.
5, 6, 7, 8, 15. No. 15, 16, 17. There you go. Have a nice day. Alright, let's start stocking these back up. I'll make sure our shelves are completely stocked here, guys. I might make the running a little bit harder. Just because, well, it's slow. See if we can get all these on there. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of chips left over, but that's alright. Oh, no, that's sugar. Okay, I was good. Okay. Good enough. Because we're gonna add another product here. Want to finish these products off so that we can so I'm gonna need another box of those, another box of chips. I'm going to move this over here. I don't like the stuff in the middle of the walkway. Okay, so box of checks, box of cereal. Okay, so box of cereal, box of chips, box of that. Okay, we're gonna go with 3 of those. Add that pasta. And I think a pasta is gonna go on the... Actually, let's... Yeah, you know what? We'll just freaking add the pasta here. Because we're gonna have to rearrange anyway. That's one thing about this. You're gonna constantly be rearranging your store as you grow. So there's never a reason to be standing around and doing nothing. Trust me on that. There's more pasta. We'll fix the prices at the last moment before we switch to the next day. Obviously. There's the other chips. If I'm making you guys dizzy or you're confused as to what I'm doing, let me know. We're gonna put those right there. I kind of knew that that was gonna be an overloaded chip. That's alright. Actually, call me George. As always, guys, running into the walls, running into trees. You know me if you've been around long enough. I am George. Just call me George. Always running into something. If you guys are here for the very first time, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I am currently trying to build my channel up to get it 500 subscribers so we can start taking memberships so that we can start having some giveaway contests for Steam cards and game cards and stuff like that. So I would appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Click the all options so that you don't miss any of my new content. And thank you. I wholeheartedly appreciate the support. And you will hear my puppy in the background. She's whining. I think she has to go. My husband is here tonight, so you'll hear him in the background as well, and my son and his girlfriend. They're being quiet though. They're watching a movie. Dad is definitely, he's on his YouTube, watching YouTube, so. Alright, not too bad for overstock for the very first time around. Alright. We might still add the eggs, guys. We'll see. The eggs take a lot for the shelf. So let's see here. Okay. $4.89. So $4.89. 10% is $5.38. 5.30 and those prices are okay for now. But yeah, they're gonna need some help. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. You use your Q to move. And I might... Let's pick these up here. I'm gonna throw them over there. Okay, cute. The thing that bothers me is that I have to pick them up from the front, which really is irritating to me. So... the game manager, the game maker of this game is either from England or another country, because in the United States we put eggs in the refrigerator unless they're if they're not washed and they're fresh eggs, we don't wash them and then we don't refrigerate them. They'll last a long time. But I know in other countries they do not refrigerate. I got 2, 3 of those and 4 of those. So, we're going to do salt. We're going to do the salt next. And do the salt on the bottom. And these, as opposed to Supermarket Simulator, hold a lot of flippin' product, let me tell ya. They hold a lot of flippin' product. Put the eggs up there. Salt. Now guys, tonight will not be a 6 hour. This is only going to be about a 3 hour time frame for right now. The only time I'm going to do 6 to 8 hour intervals on live will be when I have a giveaway from here on out. So you'll know if we don't do 6 to 8 hours that it's definitely, and I will let you know definitely in the beginning, obviously. Yeah, the eggs, they hold a lot. Those shelves hold a lot of flippin' eggs, so I won't put nearly as many eggs on those shelves. Okay. Okay, there's that. A lot of salt, y'all. A lot of salt. Somebody is walking around here. And it's freaky. You can hear them walking around. It's freaky. We don't have baskets or buggies, if y'all want to call them that. We call them shopping carts. But yeah, there's nobody here. Like, you have the birds. Like, there's no one walking around. There's a lot of cars in the parking lot. Look, guys. Look. Popo. 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 Popo is watching us. There's one there. See, there's nobody walking around here. But the noises are horrible. Like, creepy. There's always ambiance. Don't poop on my head, bird. I don't want no poopy on my head. Like, no cars taking off either. Check that out. See, there's Popo over here. Son of a bitch! I fell off. Like, is somebody gonna run me over? Like, seriously? Like, you think somebody's pulling up behind you, but there's nobody there. Creepy. Okay, let's price this crap. Did I do the... Yeah, we did do that one. Okay, set price. Okay, eggs, $4.99. They should be $5. Yeah, it should be $5.49. Yeah. So $5.49 for them, and $3.70. The recommended is 9%. I go up to 10%. Sometimes you can get away with 11%. On the next license that I get, I am gonna go to a 10.5 to 11%, and I'll tell you why. Because they are shirts, and I cannot keep the shirts on the shelf. So those will definitely be, what'd I say, 407? Yeah, 407. And we're gonna round that off to 410 when that happens. Okay, so that's all done. All pricey. Okay, so yeah, like, what do we have left? That's it. Okay, so after we run the next day, then we'll go ahead and we'll probably go ahead and get this. We can get one of these 3 here because we are level 8, and in 2 levels we'll get 3 or 4 more packs. They've got all... Okay, yeah, so this Urban Edge is the next thing we're gonna do. And that's a pain in the butt, so that I'm definitely going to price it a little bit different. Okay, let's escape out of that and close our for the day. There we go. Continue the next day. Okay, so we're gonna run this. We are not gonna get the t-shirts yet, or the shirt yet. Must have been market at the neighbors. Little turkey birds. Nope. Can't be on Mama's lap. Sorry. At least not tonight. Not right now. Alrighty. So now we have 2 new products on top of the pasta that we added. So now we're going to start making money. $20. Oh, $5.03. Good gracious. Read that right, Timber. 45 cents, 25, 35, 45. There you go, sir.
Store looks really good today.
Ah, thank you. We added new products. 25, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. There you go, ma'am.
It's been a busy one.
Alright. $6, 5, 6, 75, 80. Oh. 80, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I always come here.
See you now. We've only been open for 5 days. $15.90. There you go, sir.
It's been a busy one.
Yep. At the end of the day, we will add the t-shirts. If we can. There we go.
I always come here.
Yeah, we seen you yesterday. You're right, you do.
Looks really good today.
See? 20, 41, 75, 80, thank you.
It's been a busy one.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 95. There you go. They usually have more room to work with, but 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There you go, sir. There we go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and $95. There you go. $6.42. 142. There you go. Thank you. Do. Hey devs, if you're listening and if you're watching or if you're watching this later, please fix their arms. They raise the money entirely too high. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Puppies are sitting on my... Sorry about that, I moved. Because puppies hit my escape button. Sorry, $28. Okay, so he gets changed $28. 25, 67, 8, 15, 16. There you go, sir. Get him out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, sir.
How's your day going?
Going well, sir. That's 10, 11, 22. Haha, I got him that time. 25, 6, 7, 8, and... Yes, sir. Sometimes I do things a little weird. 175, 80, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, sir. That's a lot of salt. What are you making there, sir? That was a lot of stinking salt. Oh, goodness. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There you go, sir.
Busy day today?
Thank you for
Not
shopping
really.
with us.
50 and 1. There you go, ma'am. Oh, yeah. 20, 35, 36. 25, 30... Oh, wait. 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay. Well, we're okay so far. I keep having to check to see what our
Hello.
shelves look like. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Let's go over and grab them. Some more sugar. That is getting a little low. I like also the variety of customers that you get. There's quite a many, and the more you press on... Oops. Not going to the trash can with that, Timber. What the heck are you doing? Okay. Still have one in that pack. There you go. Oh, oop, oop. 175, 76. There you go.
I like the music in here.
I can't hear it. Fix the hands. Oop. They raised their money
How's your day
entirely
going?
too high. Doing well, thank you. Like, why can't they just extend it, like, right here? And instead of all the way up to the sky. 55, 6, 7, and 8. Thank you.
I enjoy coming here.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy coming here. We enjoy having you. You make us money. We making money, guys. We making money. Oh, a little bit of freeze frame there. Not too bad. 22... 50, 60, 70. There you go. Goodness. 5, 6, 85, 86, 87, 88.
This place is always nice.
Okay, you heard that voice, right? He's a young guy, but he sounds like he's in his 60s or 70s. So yeah, match the voices, guys. 21, 22, 50, 60, 70. There we go. There are just a few things that I would change. Oh, yes. What are you doing here? There we go. There it went. That needs fixed too. Sometimes the stuff floats behind the register and you can't always find it when it falls. 15, 16, 17, 19. There are no loans in the game, guys, so if you run out of money when you're buying stuff, 25, 26, 27, 8, 25, 35. There you go, sir. You just have to deal with what you have. Ugh. 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. We should be okay for the rest of the night. I'm just gonna run it. 10, 11, 12, 50, 60, 5, 7, 8, 9.
Nice store you have here.
Why, thank you, sir. 15, 16, 17, 25, 26, 27. Let me, go put the rest of the sugar or these chips up so that I can get them out of the way. There we go. We are now empty. There we go. It can make you a little dizzy. This is like... Yeah, he needs fixed. Hey, Sid, I've been worried about you. How you doing, my friend? Blue and I were just wondering about you last night on EO. Or not last night, the night before. We were getting worried about you, my friend. We were missing part of our trio.
Attention shoppers, the hypermarket will be closing soon. Please proceed to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
I had to take a small break from EO. I don't want to burn out. So I had to take a small break from that. Next weekend we will be back with it.
It's been a busy one.
This is a brand new... Okay. We were just worried because we hadn't seen you for a while. And I knew you had been traveling, but I thought that you had come back, but I wasn't sure.
How's everything?
Thank you for shopping with us.
I couldn't remember. 25, 26, 50, 60, 70, 1, 32.
The staff is friendly here.
So if you are just coming in, this is Hypermarket Simulator. It came out on August 20th. And I am just now getting it. So it's been out for a while, but it's still under early access. If you've ever seen Supermarket Simulator, this is very similar to it, but this is like, this thing grows like enormous, like Walmart enormous, and you have to run the entire thing. And we're kind of in the infancy. I started a new game with y'all tonight. I do have my own personal game though, that I play. And that one is running insane. Like, I've got like 30 different licenses on that one. I wasn't on yesterday. I was working yesterday, and today I did the same thing. Ah! One too many. Almost shortchanged myself on that one. Okay, 0 change. I like it when they give me 0 change. Okay, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do too. Simulation games are like one of my favorite things to play. Besides my online, like my MMORPGs. Alright, he is our last customer of the day. That is the end of day 5. So before we go to the next day, we made $1,325.69 on that one. Not a bad day for beginning. We do have to add an agreement, but I want to get some reinforcements here for the eggs and the salt because they hit us hard on that one. So let's see here. 2 salt, 2 egg, maybe 2 sugar. Okay, so we're gonna do one of those, one of those. We're gonna do 2 eggs. Do 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. That should be okay. I slowed down the running so that I'm not moving as fast. I have a tendency to speed through these games when I'm trying to get things put on. Where's the other salt? I know I got another dang salt. Where's that? Oh, and it's Halloween, so they added creepy noises, by the way. They added lots of creepy stuff. I'm gonna get this all lined up. And then whatever doesn't line up, I'm gonna pick up. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's nicer. Don't like my shelves looking like crap. I've run retail all my life. I've worked 22 plus years in retail, so like retail is like second nature to me. Retail and grocery. I've done both. So like this becomes a second nature kind of thing. We're gonna pull some of these off of there. Put them on that shelf. Fix that shelf up because it looks horrendous. That is where my retail and grocery comes into play. Knowing that it looks horrible. I'm horrible for that. Organizational skills. And this game, if you have OCD, will mess with your head. Big time. But I'm loving it so far. I mean, I just bought it yesterday, so it's $14.99 on Steam. It's not too bad. For as nice of a game, I mean, the graphics are pretty good. They've got, like I said, still early access. So, I mean, there's a lot of bumps and bruises here and there. But I've done so many early access games that it doesn't bother me to come up with knowing the fact that they're not completely, completely done building it, so. No, I have worked in well, you could still consider me working retail with my business, yeah. My personal business, but I worked grocery and retail. Grocery for 22 plus years and retail, probably a little less than that. Combined, it's probably almost 28 years worth of retail and grocery combined. I've been management. I've been general store manager, assistant manager, head cashier, and cashier. I've also done sales for those large corporations. One starts with a W here in the United States. The other one starts with a K. And the other one starts with a G. But I'm not going to go there. I won't get myself in trouble. No copyright crap. Okay, how much money do we have? 905. Oof. Ooh, 2. Let's see here. How much is that? $100. Okay, we're gonna do the urban. That opens a new license, which adds apparel. Purchase quad display rack. Yes, I know. No, not yet. We haven't. My husband's we're still using or riding, but we're still using my best friend's car. He worked today, and yesterday, but she didn't. So he just took her vehicle back and forth to work. We help with the gas money and the oil and stuff like that for it when we use it. And then he rides with her when she has to go to work, and he drops her off, and then he goes to work and then picks her up in the evenings because she usually gets off after he does. And then we're going grocery shopping, I think, tomorrow, correct, babe? Yeah. Tomorrow, right? Grocery shopping? Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we're going. All of us are going grocery shopping together so we can all kill it with one stone. Alright, I'm gonna do these. We're gonna purchase the first shirt. And we're gonna get a quad. We're not gonna be able to add them all, but... Okay, use the computer to go to Growth tab and expand your shop. I'm not ready to expand my shop, sir. Oh. We will eventually. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen right away, so... I don't know if I want to put him right here. We're going to put it right there. So small right now. We will. Yep, we'll figure it out. We always do. Okay, so now we're just getting the first shirts to go. Slow go, but we are growing slowly. On another note, I got to level 43, almost to level 44 on EO. The other night. It would have been Wednesday night was the last time I was on. Because I had a lot to do yesterday and today and Thursday, or yesterday and today. So I was not able to get on today, or yesterday at all. So I'm sure they're probably trying to figure out where in the heck I got to. I bought 4 boxes of shirts. Oh, I know why. I freaking know why. Because they buy them. Okay, I'm probably going to go 11% on these. So, let's do 11% and see what they do. They're probably going to bitch. Oh, what the hell was the price? Sorry. $25.99. So $25.99 is the price. $28.85. They're probably going to complain. Almost guarantee it that they are going to complain about the price. Thank you. I managed to get, well, Jake gave me an air guard hat. So, like, my armor is, like, at 170, or 100, he gave me an armor, and he's gonna help me get a air guard shield, but I haven't got one yet, so he handed me one till we can do it next week sometime, and I think I have up at my armor's like 189 right now. My EV is still, like 110. Yeah, 2885. That's right, 2885. 6 to 7, 28, 85. They're probably going to complain about that price. Almost guaranteed they're going to complain about that price. All right, we're going to close. We're back in a profit margin minus of 85.75 because we added that stuff. So, okay, so these shirts, I haven't quite figured those out yet on my personal one. Like, I think I went to 11.5% and they were complaining. So I'm probably going to go back down to like 11.2% and kind of juggle it in between there. They were complaining the prices were too high, so we'll see what they do with this 11.5%. Or, did I go 11%? Crap. I can't remember now. Yeah, I did 11%. Because 11.5 was too much. If they sell too freaking quickly, these shirts sell way too quickly, I'm gonna bring it up to 11.25 and see what happens. Use the computer to go through the growth tab to expand your shop. Not ready to do that. Sorry. Ain't happening. Not yet, at least. It'll push this back wall back further, so it will give us more room. I think that's $350 or $250. Yeah, they do have a hiring tab, but I think it's not until level 20. It gets pretty hectic. I'm level 40 on my personal one. I've played it like after I was done working and doing everything I needed to do yesterday, I played it for a long time. And I made it between there and today, taking the chance. I made it to level 40 on that one, so... Okay, they're not complaining. But if they're buying them too fast, I'm gonna change it. 25, 30.
Store
There we
looks
go.
really good today.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 13. It's fairly easy to get into. It's $14.99 on Steam, which is American money, but... okay, I think I lost a shirt. 5, 6, 7. Oh no, that's right, they fixed it. 25, 26. They did fix it with the update, because people were complaining about that. This here is funny. Tried to take the money. 20, 45, 46, 65, 66. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 25, 35, 40, 5, 46. I should have just given her.
I always
Here it
come
is.
here.
Yeah, I know you do. I seen you yesterday. On day 5. Okay, she's just buying eggs. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, and 1. Yeah, I think on my current one I have 3 staff members right now that they're just restockers. You can train them too to make them faster. So that's a plus on the game. This game doesn't just sell groceries. It sells apparel. It sells exercise items. It sells, it is basically like a Walmart or a Target. I don't know.
Hello.
If you guys have Target over there or not. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 50, 61. Sorry, ma'am. I had to think for a minute. My brain went into a fog. Okay. Yeah, see, the shirts are going pretty fast. Like, they're a big seller. They will make you lots of money. I like it when they give me exact change and I don't have to make change. 20, 40, 1, 2, 25, and 30. There you go, ma'am.
How's everything?
It's a very well put together game so far, from what I'm seeing. And the price
Nice
isn't
store you
that
have
bad. Simulators don't usually run too high, so that's why I think I like them. They're easy to obtain. Not too expensive, and they're pretty straightforward. Not a lot of bits and bobbles to confuse you. Okay,
The staff
yeah.
is friendly here.
Yeah, I know they are. Hold on, ma'am. Oh. Excuse me, sir. I have to put some t-shirts up. Or shirts up. We're almost empty. Yeah, that stuff goes fast. Yeah, it is actually. We're actually asking the devs to add a credit card thing to the game so that we can take cards. Oh, butthead. There we go. Okay. That's about all I got. That's what I got, folks. That's what I got. Yeah, these t-shirts go really fast, or the shirts go fast. 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, if I was a
Store level
cashier,
upgraded.
if
Thank
I
you
was a
for shopping
cashier,
with us.
I like credit cards. And Supermarket Simulator, there are mods for that. I haven't
Lovely
looked to see if
weather,
there's any
isn't it?
modifications for this one yet. Probably are. It's been out since August, so I'm sure that the mod makers have teamed up with him to make the dev and the owner, the company, to make mods for it. Most of these simulators will allow mods to a certain extent. And I'm hoping they are.
Isn't it?
And I'm hoping one of them is card only. Because in a Supermarket Simulator, I have card only on that.
Hi there.
Aha, hi. Okay, sir. Yeah. They really definitely need to fix that holding up of the money. It's driving me crazy. Like, they could just hold it, like, down there at the register, but they're not. And everybody, like, I've gone to their Discord. Oh, there's one there. I didn't see the little red box. You're supposed to be able to see the red box. 55, 36, 50, 67. Wah, wah. Oh, one dropped, which means it went back over there into the box. Or onto the shelf. 25, 26, 27, 25, 26.
I like the music in here.
A slow night tonight. 5, 6, 7, 8. 75, 80, 1, 2, 3.
This place is always nice.
$85, $86, $87, $80. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know a lot of them are doing it, but I will tell you, I don't like it all going to card. I still think cash is king, or should be king at this point. But, you know, my theory is on it.
Coming here?
They're going to go completely to card so they can track you. And this is my problem. They already are able to track us through other ways, the governments and stuff. And I think it's just another aspect of controlling us as citizens. That's just me. They need everything to be electronic so that they can track you every
Attention
move.
shoppers, the hypermarket will be closing soon. Please proceed to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
Yep, exactly. Control purposes. And I don't like that. They already control so much of our lives now. And they shouldn't have that, that luxury of controlling every aspect of our lives. And that's exactly what they're doing. I think I gave him too much. Last guy. That's alright. I shortchanged myself, I think. There we go.
This place is always nice.
I'll find out in the end if I shortchanged myself. Oh my gosh, my shirts are all gone. 25, 25, 30, oh wait. 35, 36. I mean... 35, 36, 25, 26, 27. Thank God I don't run out of pennies. Pennies and ones. You always run out of those first. Alright, he is our last customer. Oh wow, look. That wasn't bad for day 6. 2,170.56. It's gonna go fast. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 boxes of cereal. Let's push this stuff up first. This is when you want, when the store closes. This is when you want to restock before the next day. Because if you don't restock after you close the store, or after the store closes at 10 p.m., and you go to the next day, your time runs. So, like, it starts at 6 a.m., and even though your store's closed, the time still goes past. The clock does not go past 10 p.m. at the end of the day, so it saves you on time. You lose money when you go to the next day and try to restock before you open. So I always restock in the evening. Okay, that's good enough. Creepy, creepy. Okay, 2 boxes of cereal. Maybe 2 boxes of pasta. 2 boxes of salt, and we'll do 2 boxes of eggs. Okay. Even if it's off, there's a reason why you don't have smartphones with batteries, which you can't take out. Oh yeah, I know. There are ways though to shut your tracking off on your phone. If you go onto YouTube and you look it up, there are ways to set your settings off so that they can't track it. There are ways to set it so that they can't follow your phone. I actually have gone through and I've set off a lot of that stuff because of that. Hey, people call me crazy. I don't care. You can call me crazy all you want. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't give a garbage. I really could care less. I really could care less what people think. Okay. Did I order... Okay, no, I didn't want to order anything. Okay, so let's... Boxes of that. We're going to do 3 boxes. Let's do 2. Let's do 2 boxes of that. Oh yeah, no. I hate iPhones. I hate iPhones. iPhones suck. Okay, I want to do 1 more of those. And that's about all I'm doing. Now, look at all them boxes. Yoikaroonies. I could... This is going to put us up. I'm not getting the 3rd shirt. Because let's do the 250 for the expansion. That took our wall out so that it made it wider for us. So we're going to go Q. We're going to move this sucker over here. Can't turn the light off and on anywho, so it doesn't matter. They don't have it. Yeah, I hate iPhones, period. Now, I do have a Galaxy. I have a Galaxy 24 Pro. And we are going to move you over here. I'll put you right here. Like so. We're adding another one of these and another shirt to it. That feels so much better, guys. I'm going to tell you. E. Open. I'm actually going to put these over here. We are going to move this guy here. See, I don't like it like that, though. Oof. And if I do it that way... Okay, so we're going to put it there. I'm just going to put it right there. Right in front of the damn door. How's that? That makes the line longer, too. Okay, let's start stocking. So we can go to the next day here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And you know what? Oh no! That threw... Oh my god! Did you guys see that? Oh my god. That box pushed right into the trash and I don't freaking know what it was. Oh my gosh. Okay, stupid boxes. I lost one of my products. My fault. I should know freaking better. Get out of my way. Alright, let's get clear these first. Probably not the first time I did it. I think I did it in my personal one when I first started playing too. That's why I usually bring that stupid can in here. Okay, black shirts. Those are the gray ones, striped ones. These are the black ones. Ugh. I wish we could adjust everything, like our vision and stuff, but we're not allowed. They don't have that fixed yet. It's alright, I'll make the money back. Good gracious. That was just stupid of me. I saw it happening as it happened, and I'm like, crap, why did I do that? No. It will. I did it. I don't like how close your face is to everything while playing. That needs to be adjusted, I think, too, or be able to be adjusted. Do-do-do-do-do. Push that out of the freaking way so I don't kick another one in the can. Okay. That everything is, I think, fully stocked. Oh, no, now it's fully stocked. Okay, and we're gonna put those right there. Yeah. Well, what it was is when you walk, if you see, you could push these boxes. Like, you kick these boxes, and what it was is there was one or two boxes here. Went around the first one to avoid it. Hit the second one with my feet off to the side, and it went bloop right into the trash. Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that there. Okay. Yep. Okay, that one's full. That one's full. I know this one is not full. Oh, look, that one's full too. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, we'll put that one there. We don't have storage yet. I could get a box. I could get a thing for storage. Hold on a second. I think I can get a storage thing. Yes, I can. Boom, boom, boom. It's 200, but that's alright. I'm gonna get a thing for storage for them damn shirts. I'm gonna put them stupid shirts right there. Okay, so those ones go there. These ones I'm gonna put there. Screwy magooey. I wasn't even thinking. Them on the top. Alright. We're only an hour and a half into this, and this is how far I've gotten. Gotten pretty far on the game. Do-do-do-do. It starts to come together. Okay, if you heard that little voice, that little miniature voice, that miniature voice is supposed to be a creepy voice saying, hurry up, let me out, and he's in a box. As you're picking the box up, it's for Halloween. I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny how they did that. Okay. It could fix... You know what? I'm gonna freaking move this over here a little bit further so they don't freaking... I'll put it there. Yeah, I try to do a decent job. I try to... Now in the beginning... everything's gonna be jumbled up because let me get that out of the way before I kick it over into the can. In the beginning, you're not gonna get all your products at once, like your breads and stuff like that, so you can't put them all together. Eventually, I'll be able to. I'm starting to see that progress over on my personal game, and this does not have multiple saves. So you have to create your own multiple saves in this game. Most people don't know how to do that. You have to go into your local low under your app data, and you have to go into your local low and find the company name folder and go that way. And you have to save the progress. Like here tonight, when I get off of this, I'll make another folder, and this one will be my YouTube Hypermart. And I will drag everything from the local low folder for the game into that one, and then I have another folder that I will open up and bring everything that was for my personal, that's labeled personal, bring all those back over into the folder, so when the next time I load the game up, I will be able to load my own personal, and I can flip-flop them back and forth from folder to folder. That way I can actually have more than one save. It's kind of a hack. You learn to do it in Supermarket Simulator. Now they allow more than one saved game, so... But usually in the early infancy, like, I had a hell of a time trying to get Hypermarket Simulator this evening before I was setting up. When I was trying to set up, try to get it... I got it into Windows mode, out of full mode, and took it into Windows mode. But I couldn't shrink it. I couldn't resize the resolution because there's no, and I'll show you here, in the settings, there is no resolution fix because it's early stage game. So I had to figure it out. So I had to go in and I had to fiddle with my display manager and stuff like that for my computer because I have a 46-inch television that I play on. It's not a normal monitor, so I'm like at like 1924, 4080 or whatever. So yeah, it's big resolution for me. And I fiddled with it and I was getting so mad, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this and I can't shrink it so I can see my OBS, so I can see my chat while I'm playing my game. Let's try to put the chat into a window, have it reflect onto a different window for an overlay, so that while I'm in full game mode, I can still see my chat and talk to you guys. And I was trying to figure that out. Oh, lo and behold, once I reopened it, there it was, 1440 by 780 or whatever, which is normal. The normal size that I usually play in with you guys, so I can see like all my stuff happening, like my alerts and stuff in my OBS, so I could see it all. And it wouldn't do it beforehand, and then it went, and I was like, oh, thank God. Yes, it is on PlayStation 5. I'm not and PlayStation 4, but because it's only been out since August, the dev has done a lot of work to this game already. But because it's still in early stages, they usually don't like to add that stuff until later, because in my experience playing like early access and beta games, they don't add the resolution and window settings until it goes almost to full mode. So you have to fiddle with it. You have to know some tricks to pull it down and how to resize the resolution. And I did that, and it wasn't working, and I was getting mad because I want to be able to see you guys' chat at least. I can hear my alerts go off, but I can't see who subscribes when my alert goes off with it being full mode. So there are some perks to having it full mode. Obviously, it's a lot nicer looking. But that's alright. Okay, so we have this. I think we'll be alright. Okay, we need to price this black shirt. $24.99. So let's go do my thingy. $24.99. $27.74. Okay. What I thought. What? Oh, crap. 24, 25, 26, 27. And 74. There we go. They're probably gonna complain. Yeah, it is available on console though. Let me check, matter of fact. It is available, yes, on PS4, PS5. I'm not sure about Xbox because there's no mention about it, so probably not. And Steam. So, for the PC. So, it is available on at least two of the PlayStation consoles, anywho. Alright. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna close this, go to the next day. Hey, we're still in total profit of 7. We're still ahead of the game. That's good. That's why I didn't buy everything else. Why I didn't buy the third shirt. I don't want to max our profit at, or expire our profit on that one. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Once I get the shirts, then I will probably add. We need $1,000 to add a self-checkout, and then I'm closing this sucker down, and I will just restock. I hate run and register in these games. It just gets. It's because of the fact that you gotta restock, and you gotta run the register, and you gotta order stuff, and it gets very tedious and time consuming. And if I can take a shortcut, I'm gonna do so. Hello, ma'am. Give me that money. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Store level
This place is always
upgraded.
nice.
Thank you for shopping with us.
21 and 15. I try to be entertaining, but sometimes I can be boring. Okay, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3. Sir?
Hello.
I mean, I really don't have any issues with any lag in this game, which is really nice. It runs pretty simply. I could get the specs for you too if I need to. We can do
How's
that once the
everything?
day is over. Once the day is over, we'll do that. Okay.
The staff is friendly here.
Yep. I'm the only staff right now. 25, 31, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. 2, 1, 75, 76. Give me that money. 50, 60, 1, 2. But you can focus on other things. Yeah, I agree. It's always tough in the beginning. 5, 6, 7. Now, I know, Sid, you have liked and subscribed and hit the notification bell, so those that are in here, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, that haven't done
The
so,
staff is friendly here.
please do me a favor and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I am building a channel, and I do need all the help I can get. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Oh, I'm glad. Hey, you are sitting with a friend, just not in person. We are definitely friends, and it's like, Blue and I were talking Wednesday. We were missing you pretty bad. We were missing the third person in our trio. I will be back sometime tomorrow after grocery shopping and stuff, so I'll be in to play with you all
Are you
tomorrow
there?
sometime, hopefully. And Sunday if I can. Oop, 63. 20, 40, 41. No! Oh my gosh. 43. 1, 2, 3. Almost shortchanged him by $3. Oh my god, that would have been disastrous. 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, I hate when I do not want to make a big mistake like that. Holy freaking cow.
I enjoy coming here.
Yeah. I want to get myself to level 50. That's the next goal. And work on that air guard stuff.
Lovely weather, isn't it?
Oh, 3:20 a.m. It is only 9:20 p.m. here on Friday night, so. Oh, I see some shirts are missing. 1, 2, 3, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry,
Lovely
sir.
weather,
You're
isn't
gonna
it?
have to just be patient with me here. I'll have some issues here that I had to fix. Oh my goodness. See, when the shirts are on the rack, you can click on the shirt to refill it. But when the shirts aren't on the rack, it's hard to fill. Oh, we are out of those. Well, we ain't gonna get much more of that. And we need some of these. Excuse me, sir. I just walked right through you. Hey, now. There were only 2 in that box? Are you freaking shitting me? Sorry. They're all waiting in line. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all is just gonna have to deal with what I got, because I'm not restocking those while I'm doing this. Although I could, but I'm not gonna. Get a self-checkout line. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Because that'll just mess me up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you. Try to ring these guys up. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. 91, 92. If I go too fast, I sometimes will speed through it. Especially when I want to get these suckers out of here. Oh, I shortchanged him a penny. I shortchanged his ass a penny. Oi. That's alright. We'll fix it later. Not. Sorry, dude.
Store level upgraded.
Nice store you have
Thank
here.
you for shopping with us.
Thanks. Nice. Such a nice store that I just shortchanged somebody. That's the first for everything. I don't know why I keep doing that. 21, 15, there you go. Oh, I cannot wait to get stalkers.
How's your day going?
Fine.
I enjoy coming here.
Well, I'm glad. But they say the same thing every time. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I am ready for Halloween, I'm telling you. We woke up this morning, and it was 32 freaking degrees this morning. I was just talking to Jake about he asked if he thought we were gonna all have a harsh winter. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to. Because I was just telling him, you know, when our leaves start changing, like, really fast, like they happen, we usually get a really bad winter. And my husband and I were
Attention
out,
shoppers,
was that Wednesday night, babe?
The hypermarket will be closing soon.
When we saw the woolly
Please proceed
worm.
to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping with us.
We had a woolly worm outside, and both ends were black, and the center of the woolly worm was just slightly orange. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have a bad winter. I go by that. Also go by my bones.
Today.
My bones are aching. My sinuses are bad. 30, 45. There you go. The trees, even before the beginning of September, were already starting to turn orange, which is really early for us here on the East Coast.
Isn't it?
Yeah, lovely weather, sir. I woke up this morning and it was freezing. I had to turn the heat on for the first time all year long. Not. You might like cold, but I don't. I like warmer weather. I don't mind early fall either. But I don't like it, pet. Anything under 60, or anything under 50 is bad for me. Oop. Let's get these babies out of here. Get them the heck out of Dodge. That the climate change is pretty natural, but the green guys will always find a way to push. Be eco bullshit. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Before the middle of September, we were at like 53% orange, or like color change. So that's pretty early for us. We don't usually see at least half percentage until mid-October, like now. For the most part, I think they said today we are at 70% coverage where I'm at. For mid-October, that's horrible. We usually don't see snow till the last week of November to maybe the second or third week of December. And then it goes all the way to April or March, depending on how the severity of the season. But like, I am betting that we are going to get a really harsh winter with all the signs that are coming through. I don't always listen to the weather guys. I listen to my body and my intuition. I have the psyche kind of tuition. I can feel it. Do you know? I try to explain this to people. Like, when summer starts transitioning to fall, you can feel it in the air kind of thing. I said it like 3 weeks before we transitioned into the fall weather, like the early fall weather, where it's, you know, 60 degrees, 62 degrees, whatever, and then, you know, fluctuates between 60s and 80s and back and forth. Before 3 weeks before that starts to happen, at least a month to 3 weeks before that happens, I always say, fall's coming. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I feel it in my sinuses. Most people think I'm weird, but I can feel it. Winter is going to come in and smack us hard this year, and I can feel it. We are going to get smacked hard. We ordered a heated water hose for our trailer because ours went out at the end of the winter last year. So all that stuff I did. Okay, so we're going to order. Do. No. We're just gonna order 2 of each. Oops, I didn't hit the 2. Three of those. 3 of those. Was accepted, so I'm hoping to visit Toronto next month. Oh, that's awesome. Already spoken with Kat. Oh, that's awesome. You will have to tell him I say hello. Oh my goodness. I got the privilege of speaking to him on voice chat Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon for about an hour. Very cool guy. We share a lot of same opinions. You know, I don't get to talk to him too much on game because he's always so busy, but super amazing human being. Still a little upset, but I let it slide. I did confront him about that. He apologized for that. He did apologize for the mishap that happened up with Mr. Blue and myself up there with Evil. And everything, so we know what... Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Ha ha. You know what? They can bite me. If I can order it, I'm ordering the damn thing. Blah, blah, blah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, excuse me. We're gonna close this.
Dear customers, all manual checkout stations are currently unavailable. Please use the self-checkout kiosks.
You're gonna... We're closing this sucker down. And we're just putting it right there. They can kiss my butt. You can't sell it. You cannot sell it, which sucks. But... Ha ha. Oh, no you don't. Do not go in the trash. I kicked it. Damn. Okay, E, open. Ha ha ha. We're just gonna put you right there. Oh no, I don't want them lining up at the door. Why did they do that? I don't want them lining up at the damn door. Okay, fine, we'll put the kiosk here. I don't want that, but okay. I don't want that either. Fine, we're putting it here. Oh my. Well, and I think a lot of what happened with Evil up top was fear. Because Evil is a troll, and he doesn't want to be followed around by him and his trolley gang. I get it, but it's like I told Jake, I could care less. Let him follow me. Let him follow me. I don't care. They think they're intimidating people by following them around for months on end. They did it to Jake because Jake pissed him off. And they followed Jake for months and harassed him. And I told Jake, I said, let them. I don't care. They really don't care. Let them. They're just a bunch of bullies who don't belong in a game. And I won't tolerate it. And I told Kat, I said, you may have been mad at me for not going to another channel, and that's fine. That's your prerogative, but at my age, nobody bullies me, and I am not going anywhere, and I'm not going to let a bully chase me out. I will stick around, and I will fight them, and I have all the time in the world to sit around till they get pissed off and they leave on their own. Do you know what I mean? I will play it out until they can't play no more. I just don't give up that easily. I'm a stubborn lady. You can ask my husband, I'm pig-headed. Very pig-headed. Okay, let's see here. Let's fill ourselves up. These are these suckers here. I'm super... Yeah, no, I don't accept it either, my friend. I don't. We are bringing a freaking trash can in here. We're bringing a damn trash can in here. I know it's unsightly, but I'm putting it right there. So I don't kick anything else into the trash. No, I agree with you. Some people might be able to waffle, but I don't waffle. I've never waffled for anybody in real life, and I will not waffle for anybody in a game. And that's just how I am. I'm a leader, not a follower. Obviously I like to learn, so I will follow you if I'm learning. But if I get a whiff of the fact, or a taste of the fact that you're trying to pull wool over my eyes, you're gonna get told about it. That's just me. I'm gonna change this settings. My walking is still not where I want it to be. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. Ha ha ha. That works. Get your butt in that trash can. This way I can't kick anything back in. Because you know it's going to happen with me, so I got to make sure I'm not going to do it. Any chance that I can avoid not kicking something into the trash can would be great. See, they need to fix this. That's something they need to work on. Right there. Now I can get close enough to it. Now those are going to go up top. I don't waffle very easily. I was robbed at gunpoint in a store that I worked for, and they kept pushing me, and I was like, dude, no, they don't. He's like, I want everybody's cell phones. And I'm like, dude, I work for Dollar General. Do you seriously think they pay me enough to afford a freaking cell phone? Is exactly how I said it to him. And he's like, okay, yeah, you have a point. Yeah, I know I have a point. I know I have a point. So he left that one alone. The first thing was he wanted me to open the safe, and I'm like, I just started 2 weeks ago. I said, I'm a brand new manager. I do not have the key code for it. Yeah, I agree. It is very frustrating when you go really slow in game. It's super frustrating. Oh, keep forgetting I put the trash can here. But like I was like, dude, do you seriously think that I've been here long enough to have a code? And he's like, oh yeah, you have a point. And he's like, well, we're just here to feed our families. We're robbing you because we can't afford to feed our families. And I'm like, dude, there's 5 aisles of food on my right or on my left. I said, you can have whatever you want. Just take whatever you want and go. Well, they got what they wanted, and then he wanted cigarettes. And I'm like, go ahead. I unlocked them. I let them go. I'm not going to put me and my associate in jeopardy at this point. And everything, it happened when we were slipping. I had just dropped my drawer in the safe and counted everything, is what happened. We closed at 10. And I said, okay, I said, we're going to count your drawer down. I said, we're going to close it at 10. Obviously, I can't close the doors before 10 or I get in trouble. So I had to wait till 10. And like 30 seconds till 10, I walked over to close the door, and Taylor was getting ready to pull her drawer as I was opening oh my god. Come on, Timber, get it together. But as I was going over to lock the door, they both slipped in with guns. and they made me lock the door. And they made me lock the door afterward. I was getting ready to go lock the doors, but I had to do a drop from mine is what was happening. And told Taylor that I would count her door down when we closed down. And as I put it in the safe, like 2 seconds after I got the safe locked, they came in the door. My back was still turned toward Taylor, and she's like, boss? And I turned around and looked, and there was a guy standing beside me and her. 2 of them, they both had guns, pointing in our face. She's 19, this is her first freaking job ever. She had never had a job before, and she's terrified. I mean, this girl was terrified. Yeah, exactly. Well, and that was it. That was just it. You know, we go through as managers. Now, they have to do CBLs on their own, like our associates, our cashiers and stuff. They definitely have to do CBLs, but the managers have, like, different CBLs that we have to take. And of my many years of retail experience and reverbing this crap over and over again that they feed you every time you start a new job, I was used to it. So when he came in, you don't realize just how important that training is until somebody walks to the door and actually holds you up at gunpoint. It like was an automatic thing. It like kicked right in. I didn't even hesitate. I wouldn't give him anything, obviously. Just putting this on here just to get it on there. I wouldn't give him anything. I told him, I've only been here 2 or 3 weeks. I don't have the code to open the safe. I said I can only put things through the slot. I work here. I make $10 an hour. I don't make enough and only work like 20 hours a week, which was a lie. But he didn't know that, you know. He didn't realize that I only work 20 hours a week, obviously. And told him they don't pay me enough to be able to afford a cell phone. But Taylor did give her cell phone up, obviously. She did give her cell phone up. Okay, we're good. She did give her cell phone. He smashed it. The company did eventually reimburse her for her phone. It was an iPhone. I think at that time it was an iPhone 7, the iPhone 6. I had a Galaxy 6. But they reimbursed her for that. I talked him down on everything. I talked to him like a human being. I'm like, man, really? Seriously? Just go take what you want. I'm not going to judge you. I've been there. I'm a mother of 6. I know better. I know how expensive it is to feed your babies. Go take whatever you want. I spoke to him like he was a friend. I didn't speak to him like I was afraid of him. I was deathly scared. Obviously, I have a freaking gun pointing in my face, but I didn't want him to know that. Because if you show fear, they're going to react toward it. And that has always been something that I've been trained for. So, you know, I didn't allow that. And I'm like, so they were like, well, where do you keep the cigarettes? And I opened the cigarette case. They only took what they wanted out of it because we had already taken stuff out of it and put it away and locked it up. We locked the cigarettes up at night. And he's like, there's not many here. And I'm like, no. I said, we're not allowed to keep them out here. And he's like, where do you keep them? He said, and I looked at him, I said, we keep them locked up in the office. I said, but I don't have a key. I said, it's the same thing with the safe. I don't have a key code for that. Yeah, so now we're going to start making money. There we go. Haha, I can stand here and freaking restock crap. But he's like, okay. So he makes this guy take Taylor, who is 19. He's like, where's the office? And I'm like, back in the corner. So they went back to the corner and they pushed her and made her sit in the break room And the other guy made me go into the office where the CCTV was. And he realized that he was on television, that he was being recorded, they were being recorded, and he's like, destroy that. And I'm like, I'm not destroying that. I said, I ain't paying for it. It's exactly what I said to him. He goes, oh, you're useless. He got a little frustrated with me, so he started pulling the plugs out of the back of the CCTV, and he threw the CCTV on the ground, and he started hitting it with, or stomping it with his boots, and you know, beating it up. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, like, why you gotta be like that? I said, you do realize that's not gonna stop them from seeing you on TV. It's already been sent to my boss. And he's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna argue with him at that point. He's like, where are the cigarettes? And I looked at him, I said, locked up. And
Store level upgraded.
we knew at that
Thank you
point
for shopping with
that
us.
it was somebody that had worked for us before, or knew somebody that worked in the store with us, because at that point, of course, obviously we did have a lockup for cigarettes, but we also had a shipment come in. It was I think it was a Monday or a Wednesday. Mondays and Wednesdays cigarette came in, and I think it was a Wednesday night, and he knew that there was a shipment. And he's like, no, they're not. They're underneath the desk, back behind the CCTV camera desk. And I'm like, I don't know. You can check all you want. I don't know. I don't have privy to that yet. So he pulls the box out. So he knew where it was. He wasn't stupid. And that tells me, yeah, it was pretty intense. But my theory was that he knew where the cigarettes were at. He knew that there had been a shipment that day, and he knew that there would be a box in the office somewhere. He didn't know exactly where, but he knew. And he destroyed the computer that we do our ticketing work on. He destroyed everything. Like, he broke everything, and I mean everything. And they kept pointing at the gun. The guy kept, like, Taylor kept moving. He's like, you need to stay still, and blah, 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 and you need to, or I'm going to shoot you. And I'm like, hey, dude, ease up. She's only 19 years old. This is her first job. Give her a break. She's just a kid. And the guy that was with me hollered at him and said, yo, leave her alone. Just tell her to sit. She could sit and be quiet. Not say a word. So that's what she did. She didn't say a damn word to anybody after that. She was crying. She was terrified. And I knew that her life depended on the way I reacted to these guys. If I pissed them off, they might shoot us. So then they took what they wanted. And he says, okay, he says, because he had made me lock the door when they came in. No, Dollar General does not have those. Believe it or not. They do not have those. And I'm going to order another freaking register. I got $1,000 here. We're going to order a register. The second self-checkout. Okay. Y'all are backing up, so we're going to put another one up. Near. There you go. Everybody getting that one. Go on. Over there. There you go. Okay. So, no, we don't have a button, emergency button. Dollar General does not. And we suggested that after the robbery, and we wanted cameras out front, because there's no cameras out front. Been whining for the last 40 minutes. So, but they never put cameras out front. They fixed the light was broken for almost 6 months when we were robbed. From the time that we were robbed before that. The light out front. So, no. We weren't able to do that. But that's alright. We got it. They were able to they left. They went around the right side of the building, or the left side of the building, sorry. No, it would have been the right side of the building. And went down over the hill, past like a little mini mart area in our town.
Thank you
and
for
then they
shopping with
disappeared.
us.
They never pulled into the parking lot. There were no vehicles on the outside CCTV camera. They never parked. Oh yeah, no. And a lot of the cameras, like the CCTV cameras in Dollar General, a lot of them are dummies. There's only like 3 that work in every store. The rest the rest are just for looks to scare people. Dollar General is one of the worst companies to ever freaking work for, I'm telling you. They are horrible to work for. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. I gotta order more freaking shirts. Now this is where I was warning you. The shirts? Yeah. They're horrible. Yeah, don't make a whole crap ton of money all at once because of this. But they did leave, and I left them out because they had me lock it in the beginning when they came in. They didn't want anybody else coming in or another manager coming in for any reason. So they had me lock the doors when they came in, and they had me unlock the door, and then they left. We closed at 10, and they didn't get out of there till almost 11 o'clock. They were there for an hour, and then once they did leave, I locked everything up. I called my manager, I called the police, I called my DM or my district manager, called the police, obviously. I tried, I really tried. They gave me a pin for my bravery, and they offered to pay for mental anguish classes and courses if I wanted to go like to a psychiatrist. They did tell me that I could take as many days off as I needed. Obviously, that didn't last long because the very next day they were begging me to come into work because 2 managers called off and they didn't have a manager on the floor. And I'm like, nope, sorry, not doing it. I'm not coming in because every noise, like my kids would drop a toy on the floor and I'd go off. Because
Attention
at one point in
shoppers,
time
the
when we
hypermarket
were
will be
in...
closing soon.
At one
Please
point in
proceed
time...
to the checkout areas. Thank you for shopping
Let her
with
finish
us.
talking. At one point in time, when we were in the CCTV office,
Store level upgraded.
he dropped his
Thank
gun
you for shopping with us.
because he bent over to pick something. He dropped his gun when he was beaten on the CCTV, and I thought about it, but I didn't do it. I thought about it. He bent over to pick up the clip. He dropped his gun. The clip fell out of it. It was a freaking pretty cheap gun, obviously, or he didn't have it in right. But he dropped the clip, went sliding, and the gun dropped. And I kind of hit the deck because when a gun drops, sometimes it'll go off. So, and that's, yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. But they called me like the very next day. They're like, oh, we don't have a manager. I'm like, sorry. I was robbed. You freaking owe me. Kiss my butt. I'm not coming back. Not today. Not tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I don't know. It just depends on how my feelings are. You know what I mean? And that's what I told them. I wasn't coming back. So, they tried to pull it with me, but they didn't get very far. Obviously. I bought a lot of these boxes. Because they go through so many so often. But, like they wanted me to come back to work, and like the cops kept coming to my house and asking questions. Like I didn't get out of there till I think almost 1:30 that night. After we called the cops and the cops came in and did what they had to do, and yeah, we didn't get out of there very, very, very quickly. Taylor actually quit her job. She was only on her like 3rd week of the job, and she quit her job. She's like, I'm not coming back. I loved working with you. She said, and I want to thank you for what you did for me, but I'm not coming back. And they blacklisted her. That she can't ever get a job with them ever again because she quit. Like that, the very next day. She couldn't hack it. She's 19 years old. She's a freaking kid. She just graduated high school. She, and Well, graduated the year before, so this is their first job. And they blacklisted her. They froze her so she couldn't be rehired if she ever wanted to come back, because she quit the very next day without a 6-week notice. Stupid company. Stupid company. And home office allows the general managers to do this. So, yeah. I mean, I stuck it out for almost damn near 4 years with that company. And I finally had it the one day. We lost electric and power at our house. We didn't have the money to pay our power bill. So we were out of power for weeks. And I kept having to go to like different, things to get money to help us pay the bill off. And, all these different like helping groups. And I had an appointment. And my store manager told me, I don't believe you went to that meeting. You didn't go to that appointment. You're a liar. I called them. And I'm like, you idiot. They're not going to tell you if I showed up for an appointment or if I had an appointment. It's personal information. They're not going to give you that crap. It's like asking somebody for my medical information when you're not freaking family or not on my list of people for contact. And she's like, whatever. You're not here today. You're fired. And I said, you know what? I effing quit. I'm done. Almost damn near 4 years. Yeah, that's Dollar General. That's how they are. They are. They're exactly like that. They treated us like robots. They hire you. They hired me full time. Okay, which is 40 hours a week as a manager. Okay, as full-time key. And I'm only supposed to work 40 hours because anything over 40 hours, they won't pay you for overtime. The company does not pay overtime, which is illegal, I might add, if you're not on salary. And I would work 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and it got to the point where even at Christmas time, Christmas Eve, I'd work 8-hour shift, go home, have Christmas Eve where we want to go to families' houses and have a Christmas Eve party, and they would call me because they had nobody to close, no manager to close. And I would go. I would go because we needed the money. And anytime they would call, I would go in because I'd take any overtime I could get. But then they wouldn't pay me the overtime. So I stopped. Stu, my husband here, he got pissed. And he's like, either you stop working all that overtime, seeing as how they're not paying you, he said, or you quit your job. And that's exactly what I did. You getting upset because I kept having to leave family functions to freaking fill in for people because they didn't want to work. And he was upset. He was angry. This is family time. You work all the damn time. You need to spend time with family. I'm not going to allow this. Either A, you tell them you're not working, or start telling them you're not working the overtime because you're not getting paid, or you quit. Your choice. Well, when we lost, I stopped taking the overtime, slowed down on the overtime a little bit, started, telling them, no, I'm not coming in. I had plans. She'd get mad at me and be like, well, you're my manager and you're my go-to, and I don't care. I told her I didn't care. So I stopped working it, and I'd take a little bit here and there. Do some overtime a little bit here and there, but not a lot. Okay, so we have that. Let's order 2 of these. Oh, wait. I want to make sure I have cereal. And I eventually did quit because she kept calling me a liar about these appointments that I had with the state to help my family get our electric turned back on. So yeah, no, I stopped. She called me a liar, and I walked down and I threw my freaking keys. I waited for her to leave because I didn't want to freaking see her. Because I'm the type of person, if you get in my face after that, and you confront me and get in my face, I'm punching you in the face. I will take the fine. That's the kind of person I am. Don't get in my face. Don't scream and holler at me and expect me not to get pissy and attack you back. So I wanted to avoid that situation because I know my temper. And I waited till she left that day at 3 o'clock. And I walked down with my manager's keys, and I said, you know what? I looked at Deb, and I threw my keys at her and said, I effing quit. I love you to death, Deb, but I quit. She's like, what? And she was scheduled to leave at 6, and I was scheduled to come in at 6 p.m. and work till 10 o'clock and close for part-time for a little bit of extra hours. Because she had an appointment that she had to go to, so she couldn't stay the whole night. So 6 to 10 that night, I was supposed to work. I was supposed to relieve Deb, who I knew from a previous retail place that I worked before. So, but, long story short, I always kept my Z reports when I'd log in and out. I'd, keep my logins, logouts, lunch logs, everything. And I would get my paycheck, and the store manager would change my hours because her boss is like, we don't pay overtime. I don't care what she was in there for. We don't pay overtime. So you need to dock her hours so that she only gets paid for the 40 hours or 35 hours. You dock her between 35 and 40 hours. And I'd get my check, and it would say I worked 35 or 40 hours when I actually, in all reality, worked 60, 70, 80 hours that week. So, yeah. Gross, which had clock in, clock out policy for the toilet time, legally not allowed, but the systems were installed next to the toilets. They silently forced. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, see, now I got 2 15-minute breaks on my 8-hour, or anywhere from 4 or 6 to 8 hour shift. I would get 2 15-minute breaks and a 45-minute lunch. We are supposed to clock out. We don't clock out for our breaks, because if we're needed on the floor, we have to leave our break and come back, and then we could go back to break. So we're paid for that, but we clock out for our lunch. But if we're in the middle of December and we've got 7 or 8 inches on the ground, and all of my associates called off because it's snowing and they can't get up over the mountain to get into the store, and I live right across from the store, I wasn't allowed to close the store. Their company policy is you're not allowed to be in the store. Nobody is allowed to be in the store on their own at all. Yeah, I've worked for companies like that before. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those. Okay. So yeah, I've worked for companies like that, and I kept my Z reports, my clock ins and clock outs, and I turned them over to, they are now actually being sued. Dollar General is now being sued by the public and by many of full-time managers that were not salary, who were never paid. They owed me, when I quit, they owed me a little over, I think, $1,000 in back owed wages from overtime. And I am on the list for the lawsuit against them. I may never see it. I may see it. You never know. They're always in litigation, so God knows when I'll see that. But I am suing them for my money. They are not going to get away with it. I don't care how many years it keeps them. And now they're losing money because they're putting circulars out there with product prices on it for the sales prices, and then it's different from the sale price. Different on the sale are in the aisles for the sales, and it's also different at the register. So it'll be higher than the sales price on the shelf, and then it'll be higher than the sales price in the shelf when you go to the register. And when a lot of customers don't pay attention when they're being rung up. I pay attention to everything that gets rung. Working for retail, I know accidents happen. Not just accidents, but dishonest people happen too. Dishonest companies. And I call them out. I don't care if it's a penny. I call them out on it. And Dollar General has a policy that the first item is at that circular price, then after that, they charge you full price. Or the price that it was at the register. I'll be damned. You're going to give it to me no matter what. But yeah, that's how this company is. They're crooked. And you don't understand how much stuff I destroyed working for that place. Stuff that, is going to go out in 2 or 3 days. And clothing that they penny out. They get to the point where they penny it out, and then they throw it. They make us pour chemicals on the clothing. They're perfectly good clothing. Homeless people could use that. People, low-income people could use it. They would make us pour chemicals, bleach on these clothing, or take a knife, a box cutter, and cut and slash these clothes. Food, we had to pour chemicals over top of and open the containers, put them in trash bags, and throw them in the dumpster. We stopped doing it. Because there are people that lived in our town that just couldn't afford to feed their families. So we'd throw it in a dumpster, like we're told, in trash bags. And then those people would come up and they take it out of the dumpster. As long as it's not behind lock and key, it's not illegal to dumpster dive in our county. We were not going to destroy good clothes. Toys for Tots came up to the store the one day and wanted a donation. They wanted donations, which really irked me. They wanted donations for Toys for Tots, for the drive. And my district manager said, oh, well, our company doesn't do donations. We can put a box out front and people can buy products from our store and put it in that box. So in other words, it's money. They want money. That's why they don't do no donations. And we had a family that lived right down the street. She lost her job. They had no Christmas dinner. Nothing for Christmas dinner. Nothing for the kids or the grandkids. So, I didn't care. And at that point in time, I was impressed with my store manager. Now, she became worse over the years, but at that point, I was impressed. She's like, Dollar General can stop firing me. She said, I'm salary. She said, they can fire me for all they want. She said, because I'll sue them. She said, go start grabbing things off the counters, off the food aisles, and off the toys. She said, and I'm going to penny it out. She said, and we're putting it in my car, and we're taking it down to this family. And that's exactly what we did. We took a full, it was microwavable turkey dinners, but they still had something. And we took cookies down, and we took popcorn down, and we took fuzzy pillows and blankets, and we had coats that were on sale, and sleepwear, and she pennied it all out. Pennied it all out, meaning it's only a penny, which means Dollar General doesn't like to sell it. Sometimes it gets screwed up, and it gets put in what we call a penny aisle. Penny aisle is just discounted stuff. That seasonal stuff usually goes over there once we need to make room for regular new seasonal. But penny, like stuff that's reduced down from like $20 down to a penny because there's no room for it in the store or the warehouse, or they discontinue that outfit, they would make us destroy it. So she just freaking pennied crap out. What is dramatic is the tip policy in the U.S. Yeah. The waiters paid mainly from tips. It's dramatic to hear about it. Most restaurants will give you a salary when they hire you, because I've done waitressing too here in the U.S. On the East Coast, most of the jobs that I had gave me a paid wage. They do not have to give you a large wage, but they do have to hire you at minimum wage, which right now in the U.S. is, well, in the East Coast, $7.95 an hour. Yeah, $7.95. Go figure. It should be like $25, $30 an hour. The way the economy is. But anyway, I've worked for them. Back when I worked, the pay wage when I started working a restaurant, it was $4.25 an hour. Was what we owed, or what we were paid per hour. That was our pay wage per hour, minimum wage. So I made $4.95 an hour and then tips. And a lot of these companies, I'm gonna run it one more time because we only have like 30 minutes. But a lot of these companies, like these restaurants, they'll be like, oh, it's a shared tip jar. So they put a jar underneath the counter where the waitresses grab the straws and the forks and the napkins to reset the tables and the placemats. They'll put a jar under there. And any tips you get, you have off your tables that you're bussing. Nobody else, you're bussing them. You have to put them, and you're working them. Nobody else is working your table. You have to take those tips off that table and put it in a jar. And at the end of the night, any waitress and manager and cashier that is, and cook and fry cook or whatever is on duty that night, those tips get shared between all the facility. That is wrong. It's split 50-50 between, or 50-20 or whatever, you know. It's 50-50. Everybody gets a portion of those tips. If you got 8 people working in there and there's only $200 in the tip jar for the night, you're not walking away with very many tips. It's a ripoff. I've had managers that I've worked at restaurants that literally go into the tip jar and take more than 50% of it and put it in their pocket or their register for themselves. And then we get the slim pickings at the end of the night. That is what's illegal. And the shared tips should be crap. I've worked for restaurants where you pull the tips off the table and they go in your apron. My son said he can't lay down in bed. His girlfriend's taking the whole freaking camp bed up. No, sleep on that one. You have to. Huh? Well, then move up somewhere else, dude. But yeah, I agree with the tip situation. It sucks. It really, really
Store
sucks.
level upgraded.
Oh, look.
Thank you for shopping with us.
Yeah, thank you for shopping with us and clearing my freaking racks again. I shouldn't bitch because it's funny. But I've heard even in some places in Poland that the tip goes to the owner. Yeah, there are some restaurants that do that. We don't, waitresses and stuff don't get any freaking tips. None. Just their pay wage. And it's no wonder that a lot of us waitresses, including myself, went to dancing. What I made in a year at a restaurant between tips and wages, I made in a day dancing. So I made good money. But I only did it for so many years and then I quit. You know? So, because, well, I get pregnant with my kids. And I didn't want my kids being ridiculed or teased in school because mommy was a dancer. And yeah, so what? Yeah. So I made good money for years and I quit. And I often joke with my husband I had to go back to it, but I'd have to lose weight because I'm chunky now. I'm chubby. Not many men like to look at chubby women. Not many. There are some. But I probably couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. More than likely I wouldn't be able to do it because of my body the way it is. Oh my gosh. It's only one. Oh my gosh. I have to order crap. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I make wire jewelry, crocheted keychains. I used to make soap and candles and body sprays and men's like dishes with shaving soap in them with buffalo bristled brushes. I don't do the soap and stuff anymore because I don't have the room for it. Living in a camp trailer, we really don't have a lot of room unless I get a shed, and right now we can't afford to get me a shed to do that. Actually, Boss Man was talking about it. My landlord was talking to me about it, about getting one and putting it out here to get air conditioning and electricity out to it so I could do it. Because he wants me to sell the soaps here at camp through the summer months. And he takes 10% of the profit and I get the rest. I'd love to do that. I also make t-shirts, like graphic t-shirts and stuff. Well, not graphic, HTV vinyl. I made one a shirt for my husband and a neighbor last Father's Day or the Father's Day before, I think it was. So I made them a shirt. Each a shirt that said support a hooker, let them fish, and it has a big old fish on it with a hook. I've done shirts for other people. What else do I do? Oh, beaded bracelets. I do Heishi beaded bracelets. I roll my own handmade paper beads and make bracelets out of those and jewelry. Make all kinds of stuff. And sell that stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I got too many chips. Crapola. Okay, I have too many chips. So, basically handmade gifts. I'm a master, or I'm a connoisseur or a maker of many, but master of none, if you will. Oh my gosh, that's way too many. It is. It's fun. It actually started out, the soap and the candles started out as a freaking hobby, believe it or not. I just wanted to do, you know, a flea market here and there, or a farmer's market here and there, and it ended up being a lot more than that. I turned it into a business. I've gone through many a transition with the business. This is my third name. Originally it was Charmed Fairy. And then it changed to, Mama's Candle Wax. Because at that point I was just making candles and soap. But it didn't seem like it garnered any interest. So then we changed it to Charmed Fairy Soaps and Candles. And that took off like I don't know what, man. It like took off like, and I did a lot of like did a lot of markets. And from market I got word of mouth from the market and people started coming in. And then eventually I turned it in. We had a farmhouse that I had a front mudroom that led into my oldest son's bedroom and the laundry room, and we turned that into a store because it is farmland. So it was commercial, and all I had to do is go get my licensing and stuff.
Store level upgraded.
And I did that.
Thank you for shopping with us.
I do bags. I've done purses. I have purses that I've made. Matter of fact, I have a couple that I have to line so that I can put them up for sale. And I was doing online, but it's so expensive to keep going online, especially in this economy. It's hard to keep up with, so I've just kept it right now to my Facebook.
The Hypermarket will be closing soon.
I have it set for Facebook only now, and I do local sales. But if you want to go check that out on Facebook, I'm on Facebook. under the same name, Tangled Timbers Inc. I am under there. I am an LLC. I do have my LLC licensing. I've done it, my gosh, 2000 and when? Oh. 2010, 2011, till now. When did we live with Mark? We moved in with Mark 2009, so it would have been 2010 I started it. So that's how long I've been at it. But the vibe has always been the same. Natural. You know, I do soy wax candles. 100% soy wax candles. I do wooden wicks on those candles. I do not use any other candle type or candle wick. We use the wooden wicks, or I use cotton wicks. Regular cotton wicks, nothing else. Has to be natural fibers and natural product. We were using colors at some point in time, but I stopped using colors and just kept the natural white. We use recycled glass. A lot of it in the beginning were just jelly jars that were given to me and dropped off at my house, or you know, old candle jars, and I would use those, and I would clean them and sanitize them, and then I would reuse them. Recycled. Anything recycled. Like, I am a proud tree hugger. You can call me a tree hugger. I don't care. But I am a proud tree hugger. I do hug the trees, and I do take care of nature. That's just who I am. And that is how... Oh, shoot. So I pride myself on using natural ingredients, natural derivatives. Everything that I purchase and use for my business is purchased locally, if it can be helped. There are a few items that I buy from mom and pop online stores to give back to the little guy, but I try to cut the middleman out as far as shipping and handling goes. I buy most of my products locally that I make my stuff with. So I pride myself on that as well. Alright. Let's try to see if we can get anything else here. I've been super proud to be that way. I think it's important for us to give back to the earth, or to protect the earth, if you will. So that's me. Hence the reason why the name is Tangled Timbers. Now, obviously, Timber is not my real name, but we're not on Endless Online right now, so I can tell you that everybody just calls me Timber, but my name is Renee. But I am Timber mostly. My persona is Timber. I embrace it, and that's hence the reason why I'm using the name Tangled Timbers on here. I do have another YouTube, but I have not started that yet. That one is going to be separate from this, obviously. This is YouTube gaming, or this is my gaming channel. But I will have a channel for... I'm going to start back up with my DIYs as well. And once I start doing that, I'm hoping to generate some more business so that I can put myself back online and I can do US shipping, all over US shipping. Now I will ship to certain I will ship in the US, anywhere in the US, but I do not ship overseas yet, and international. That is my goal. I do want to go international. I always joke with my husband, I want to be as big, or if not bigger, than Yankee Candles or Bath and Body Works. That has always been my goal. As big, or if not bigger, is my goal. Dream big. My kids all played football and did cheerleading, and their motto was always, go big or go home. So, and that is where I'm at. Oh, so that was... Alright. Alright, guys. So, that is our store. No, not yet. Not yet. It is not. It was banned. Trump did ban TikTok, but then less than 48 hours later, he struck up a deal that the U.S. gets half of the yearly, or every quarter, the U.S. gets half of what they make. Yeah, it is full of scammers. So, I do have an Instagram, but I've never done anything with it. I've mostly been on Facebook. I push on Facebook. A lot of my stuff is on Facebook. Like I said, you can go... matter of fact, we're done with that, so I can bring that up. Blah, 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 close out. Thank you. Let me see here. Facebook. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, right, I know. Okay. It's been a pot. So, we'll go in here. But yeah, I am under Tangled Timbers Inc. on Facebook, so. I do have a few things up that I've made. I'm, like I said, everything is handmade. Things that I make clay jewelry as well, wireworks jewelry. I repurpose jewelry that nobody wants. And I use the beads and the gemstones, anything that I can repurpose off of a necklace that somebody doesn't want. I use costume jewelry too. Thank you. But I'm mostly local though, but I mean, obviously, definitely go check it out. But, you know, anything I can recycle. Anything I can recycle. Jars, paper, packaging. Instead of it ending up in a landfill, I'd rather it be recycled and reused and repurposed. Books. I found books that people have discarded in the trash that are ripped. And I get rid of those ripped papers and pages, and I tear these books apart and I make paper beads out of them. And that entails cutting them into strips and sitting there with a little roller and rolling beads, rolling the strips of paper into little beads. And then I take a PC petrifier, which basically turns paper back into wood. It hardens it like a wood, and I varnish it with that PC petrifier, which petrifies it back into wood, and I make beads out of the paper. So I recycle any paper I find, magazines. My husband gets so mad at me because I at one point in time had so many magazines that people were throwing at me, and books that people were throwing at me. They were stacked and piled high. They were everywhere. I went through most of those. I also purchased designer papers to make beads out of, and those are a little bit more expensive. But I've done, oh my goodness, I've done bracelets for my daughter's marching band because the school had tanked their money for the season, and my daughter's marching band ended up being able to go to, they won states, and they ended up being able to go to nationals, which was held at the Jets MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, New York border, to compete against 275 different marching bands across the U.S. Nationally. And I made bracelets for that and stuff for that so that they could sell them at football games. And I helped them earn, I think, what was it, total before we were ready to pay for buses because we couldn't pay. They didn't want to send them down. The school wanted to send them all the way to New York and through New York and New Jersey in freaking school buses. It's a long freaking trip. It was a long freaking trip. And they wanted these kids to sit in these awful green or yellow school buses on those horrible green freaking things without stopping to go to the bathroom or get anything to eat or anything like that in these stupid, horrible school buses instead of paying for coach. It's an honor that the school district made it to nationals. So I helped them raise money by footing the bill for everything that I made. The stretch wire, the glue, the dyes, the petrifier. I made hundreds and hundreds of different beaded bracelets in the school colors, and we sold them at football games. And I think at the end I earned a little bit over $950 from all of those beaded bracelets that we sold for the football games for the marching band to be able to have enough. And then we had a friend that did a thing at Tractor Supply. They, had a bake-off and stuff like that. And they raised the other, was it $3,200 that they needed for it from that sale, bake sale and stuff like that. And they had a dunk tank and, petting zoo and stuff like that. One of the moms is a manager there, so she was able to make that happen. So we earned, I think, a little over $8,000 total, which was more than enough to take them down. And us parents could all go, but we had to pay for our own ticket. But because I helped raise the money, I didn't have to pay for my ticket. I did have to take money for food and stuff like that. We didn't have a lot of money for food, so I just packed snacks and drinks and Pop-Tarts and sandwiches and stuff like that. And we ate what I took on the bus. Saved money. And of course, my daughter, I did give her some money to spend at the stadium, but they performed. It was cold. It was like 30 degrees outside and it was raining. And of course, we're in this stadium that does not have a top on it. A football stadium, professional football stadium from the NFL. We were literally in the Jets' NFL stadium. Those kids walked in. They never seen something like that. Their faces were like, oh my God, this is huge, These are little, these are seniors and juniors and sophomores and freshmen. They've never been in a stadium before, and they're from a small country town, and half the families don't make enough money to go on vacation, let alone go to a professional football game. So, these kids walked in there, some of them threw up because the nerves hit them the second they walked in, But they gathered their strength amongst each other, the marching band and the color guard, and they performed. They did their 2.5 minute performance. They had their 2.5 minutes of fame, and they waited there all day long till all of those bands did what they had to do. And at the end, we all gathered outside at the front of the stadium where they called all the marching bands over. And they called each district. We were District 1A. We were in the top districts. We were 1A, and there were 250 District 1As. Yeah. From our marching band has a saying. We are the marching band, the little marching band that could. Because we're not like some of these schools that have 200 members, We had 13 color guard members and 38 marching band members. We were a tiny band. And they went in up against some of the biggest District 1A groups. Some of them had 200, 300 members in their marching band. And this little, the little engine that could, this is the little band that could. And they performed their heart out. I was super proud of them, and we knew that the stats were stacked against them. We know they're great, and they're a great team, but we knew their odds were stacked against them because they can't compete with a lot of these really big teams. And they knew that there was a chance they were going to walk away with nothing, but they had to go and try. And they pushed through this performance. And one of these days I have the performance on my other computer. I'll have to upload it and put it on a special YouTube and share it with you. So you can go watch it. It was an excellent performance. We waited all day to hear what they got, or if they didn't get anything, if they were going home without something. And they got down to the top 3, and we had not been called yet, and they were all, starting to cry. They were upset. Some of the kids had to go to the bus because they couldn't stand it. The marching band instructor who I went to high school with is my daughter's instructor. It was both of two of my daughter's instructor. They were both in marching band and color. Well, one was in marching band, the other one was in color guard, which is a full ensemble. And they waited and waited and waited. They got to the top 3, and they're like, now we're going to announce the top 3. They called third place. You can see these kids. These kids are starting to get upset because they think they're not going to be called. They don't even think they place in the top 10, They did the first 5, and then they did the last 3. Or 7. They did the first 7, and then they do the last 3. They called third place, and they looked at everybody, looked at each other, and they're all in tears, and they're like, we're never going to make it. And kids are down on their knees, and they're praying and looking up to the sky, and they're, biting their nails and biting their hands, and they're that nervous. And then, of course, they're like, well, and we have second place, but the runner-up is, and they called that school, and it wasn't us. It was not us. And the kids were like, oh, we lost. And they all started to walk away, and just as they started to turn away, and we all started walking back to the bus, they called our school's name in first place. We took out 250 freaking national bands from the U.S. The little band that could, the smallest band in all those groups, and we beat them all. They came, they did, they conquered, they went home with a national treasure. Literally a national, amazing, humongous nationals trophy, and they all each got a neck medallion saying 2022 national winners, first place national winners. They won gold. When we came home and we got here into the East Coast here, into our state, and we crested the top of the mountain, yeah, these kids were flabbergasted. My daughter, my youngest daughter, is the one that was in that marching band when it happened. She graduated last year, but this happened in 2022, and she still talks about it today. She's still in awe over the fact that they won. And I said, why shouldn't you won? She said, but they should have all beat us. We're so small. We're not that mighty. And I said, you guys cut yourself short. Mighty things come in very tiny packages. Don't you ever forget that. And she's learned that lesson. And it was a good lesson for that whole entire school to learn. You think, where they're competing against schools that have 2,500 kids in their school district. Our school district has, if they're lucky, 175 kids in the school district to 400. So we're from a small farming community, and there's like 7 towns that go to this district, and that's it. Not many kids. So it was an amazing feat for them, and still today they are all riding that high, and they should be. But when we crested the mountain to come up into our area, through the very first town of 7 in our area, at the top of the mountain, fire department, the local fire department in that town, met us at the top of the mountain. And they took us through the town and through the next town. And the next town came in with their fire crew. And they met us and they gave us a full escort back to the high school. Whereas the high school knew about our win. Didn't do anything. It was myself calling my brother in one group, one town. He's part of the fire company. And another parent calling another fire company, and our band director and our color guard director making phone calls all over the county to each and every last one of the fire departments. And they all escorted us back to this high school and gave us a big welcome. The kids, like, the whole way down the mountain. What would you say from the top of the mountain to the high school is how many miles? Probably about 20 miles? Something like that. And they followed us. They took us, escorted us the whole way there. Sirens blaring. Everybody in the county knew that they were back and that they had accomplished something. So, very cool. Very cool for the kids. Now, they did not make it to nationals this year, or last year. Well, this year so far. I don't think they're scoring high in their competitions, but not, I don't think, high enough. If they go to states in New Jersey this summer and they win top 5, then they can go to nationals. But the program's not as nearly as good as they have been in the past. I've been with the color guard. See here, my daughter will be 25 in February. My middle daughter, she will be 25 in February. She graduated in 2020. And they never made it to nationals, but they had won all states. So from 2020, 2025, okay, and then on top of that, my daughter was I've been with the music program for probably, with all of my kids, probably 30 years total. All but 30 years total with all my kids being in marching band, chorus, music, whatever, color guard, football. I've been with that clique for all but 30 years. So, and I have never in my 30 years seen that school district go to nationals. They're the first band from that school district to win a national and bring home first place. And the school kind of dumped on them, oh, that's nice. They did an announcement in the morning, the very next morning. And congratulations to the school marching band and color guard. They won first place in nationals. And on to the next subject. It was a nonchalant way of just announcing it, but shoving it off to the side because it's not the football team. It's not the wrestling team. These are band geeks, And band geeks don't get a lot of recognition. They really don't. But the band is what brought that check into the school district. But yet they still pushed them aside. They didn't make a big deal about it like they would have for the high school, the football teams and the wrestling team, or the basketball team, like they always do. These kids got nothing, and we knew the school would do nothing, so that's why we did something. They deserved it. They worked their derrieres off for a full year between winter guard and outdoor marching band and indoor marching band, or indoor guard, period. And they busted their tails for this, and we wanted them to have something to show for it. So, but I talk too much. I boast. I talk too much. We've been done for a while with the game, but that's my story with my kids, some of my story and my background. I have many more stories, but we are done for night. I'm only doing a 3-hour stint, and we're already past the 3-hour marker, because I think what we're going to do on Friday nights will be 3 hours. It will either be Endless Online on Friday night. I'm trying to do for Endless on Friday nights. And then, like, when I do a giveaway, I will announce it that day. I'm still super proud. I grin from ear to ear when I think about it or anybody mentions it. Super proud, not just my daughter, but these kids become your kids when you're involved with that kind of stuff. Every parent is a parent to each and every one of the kids on the marching band and color guard as a full unit. So they're my kids. Doesn't matter if I didn't birth them or not. They're my kids, and I still smile from ear to ear, you know, because they are the little band that could. They proved everybody wrong, and they proved themselves wrong. So, life lessons, you know, they learned a really important life lesson there. Don't cut yourself short just because you're small. They learned that. If you believe it and you can dream it, you can do it. You can be it. We're in October. Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you can dream it, you can be it. So, one of my favorite all-time Halloweens, and yes, that's tradition. Halloween Eve, I will be watching every year for the last, 40 years? I was 10 years old when I first saw it. The last 40 years of my life. It's 51 years old, or 50 years old, 51 years old this year. Wow. Long time. But anyway, that is it. Remember, mental health is super important to me and my family. Please make sure you do one kind thing for yourself today and one kind thing for a stranger, friend, or family member. You never know what somebody's dealing with during the day. You don't know what demons they are battling right now today. So please, please, please show some kindness, love, and support for somebody and give them a reason to stay with us. You never know. Yeah, start small, make it big. Exactly. You never know what somebody's dealing with. You never know when you're going to save a life just by one kind gesture or saying something nice to somebody today. I love you all. I thank you for coming in. If you haven't done so far already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that notification bell. Click the all notifications so you don't miss any of my new content. I may be doing a few uploaded edited videos soon. I'm working on 2 of them right now. And I will add them to a special section so you guys can watch them. But I will see you Monday morning between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Sid, I will see you tomorrow after I come home from the grocery store, or whenever you get on, because I will be on all day, obviously, you know, after I get everything done. So, you too, when you get there. I know it's what, 4:48 a.m. there right now for you, something like that. And it's always great to see you and great to hang out with you, man. One of my besties in game. One of my besties. Most definitely. You and Blue and Type and, of course, Jake. I know y'all don't like Jake. Some of yous don't like Jake or care for Jake too much, but he is also one of my besties. I have a group, and I love you all. I will see you Monday morning on here at between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I will see you sometime tomorrow on EOSU. Said, good night, everybody. Bright blessings, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.